Melvin, I mean, you can't say enough about him, what he's done for this program. He's been the rock. He's what he's done on the court, off the court. Being the Scholar Athlete of the Year in the Big 12 Conference, the first year that award was available, being a first-team academic All-American, just the progression, the growth that he has made as a basketball player in the 4 years that we've had him. Just seems like yesterday that TJ and I were on a plane flying out to see him at Brewster Academy to make sure that he was going to keep with his commitment. It's one of the best things that's happened to this program is to have Melvin Ejim in a Cyclone uniform for 4 years. It just blows me away that Saturday is going to be the last time that Melvin Ejim steps foot on Hilton Coliseum. Be very emotional, I know, for him. It'll be emotional for me, his family, and certainly all the Cyclone fans that have seen Melvin Ejim when he stepped on the court for the first time as a kid to where he is now, walking out Iowa State as a man. So it's been a pleasure coaching Melvin, and hopefully we've got a long ways to go. We'll do obviously our ceremony that we always do. Give him a great send-off. I know our fans really appreciate the work that this senior class has done for us. It's a guy in DeAndre Kane that's only been here for a year, but he's put together one of the most special seasons in Iowa State history. Just really all the way down the line. Tyler Ellerman, Boo Boo, and obviously Melvin. So it'll be, again, I think an emotional ceremony for a lot of people. Well, I think it'll be great. I think it'll be great for all our guys. I think the reception that these guys get will be, will be as good as anybody, just because, of the players and, the relationships that I think our fans have developed with these players. Baylor? Oh, I don't know. They beat Kansas. They've won every game since Marcus Smart's been back in their roster. We're getting them at a point in time where they're playing great basketball. But I think the way we look at it, with their last 2 road games, you play at Kansas State, who hasn't lost a home game all year in conference, and then you play a hot Baylor team. Now we're going up, like you said, probably against the hottest team in the Big 12 Conference right now. So that's, again, steps towards the ultimate goal, playing in the postseason and getting prepared for that. And all these games we're playing here late in the year certainly will help us accomplish that. Well, that's a great question. I think, number one, you got to give credit to DeAndre for coming in with the right mentality. The day he stepped on campus here, it's been all about the team. And I think with his all-around game shows how committed he is to that. One game he'll score 30, another game he'll have 8 but 12 assists. He's rebounded the ball consistently well throughout the course of the year. He does so many things that impact winning. So I give a lot of credit to him and his teammates, and putting those guys in a spot on the floor where they can be successful. And a lot of that's those guys learning and playing with each other and developing great chemistry. DeAndre's certainly been a big part of that. I think the big thing, DeAndre's put up numbers over the course of his first 3 years at Marshall, but he's never been to the tournament. So I think the big thing, he really wanted to taste that. He wanted to get an opportunity like all college players that step foot into a program, they want to play in the NCAA tournament. So I think his mindset coming into it, I'm sure if you asked him, he'd tell you to do everything he could to put this team in a position to go to the NCAA tournament, compete for a championship. And with his play, with Melvin's play, with everybody in this team, they've done a really good job, I think, of putting their individual agendas aside, just worrying about the team. You know what? I don't know, Randy. I think there are a lot of similarities as far as being an NBA executive and to a college basketball coach, because you have to sell your program. Whether you're going after a free agent in the NBA market or whether you're trying to get a kid to come here as a recruit, you have to sell the assets of what you have. And I think if I wouldn't have had that opportunity to be in that position, I don't think I could have done this job, the way we're doing it. So, just looking back on my career from playing obviously at a high level in college on a great program for great coaches to my years playing in the NBA, and then those executive years, again, are very valuable. I think it gave me a transition that was a lot easier had I just gone from being a player into this role. So it's helped, and you just try to put the pieces on the floor to give yourself the best opportunity to win basketball games. We found a good formula for these past few years, and we'll continue to evaluate the best route going forward. And again, we've obviously had a lot of success with transfers, like a lot of programs around the country have. But when you can have 4-year players in your program, like a Melvin Edgem, you look at what George is doing now. You look at Monte, being a starter. You look at Matt, the year as a starter. Naz Long, being 4-year guy. Sharon, Percy. You've got guys, that are coming in from high school that are long-term players. But again, you get the transfer that can give you that experience. It's great. But I guess to answer your question about Melvin, yeah, it shows just the value a kid like that can have for your program. He's going to obviously graduate with honors, and somebody that I think the fans can relate to very well because of what he's accomplished at Iowa State.